What's going on, boxing fans? Julian Williams here at the distance. I got a couple videos for you guys this afternoon. First one is going to be this matchup between Rendall Munroe versus Toshiaki Nishioka. Matchup takes place this Sunday, October the 24th. It's a matchup for the WBC Super Bantamweight Championship. On the line, this matchup puts together the challenger Rendall Munroe versus the champion Toshiaki Nishioka. So anyway, this matchup is going to be an interesting matchup, say the least. It's pretty much going to be a battle of the southpaws. Whoever's, it's like every boxing match, and especially in the southpaw matchup, it's going to be a very tricky matchup. But both southpaws bring something different to the matchup. They both fight with different styles. Rendall Munroe is the type of fighter who can actually fight on the inside because he has a very good work rate on the inside. He kind of shells up when he gets in, but in this specific matchup, he's gonna have to find a way to get inside to land his shots against a fighter like Nishioka, who likes to stand on the outside and pretty much kind of stand. He stands kind of like at a little angle, at like a 45-degree angle. He has the hands up, and he uses the jab, and he keeps his space. And pretty much that's how he uses the southpaw jab. He uses the southpaw jab to set up a perfectly timed left hand. I noticed with a lot of Japanese fighters seem to be southpaws with good timing with the left hand. Another one, for example, is former bantamweight champion Hozumi Hasegawa. He's another fighter who's a southpaw and has good timing with his left hand. Takashi Uchiyama is another fighter, great timing with the left hand. So, those are three Japanese fighters I can think of with good timing with the left hand, but I've seen a lot of Japanese boxing matches. And, Nishioka is another thing with Nishioka. He likes to stand and have his space so he can be a little bit slippery in there and move the shoulders so he could evade shots and have his fighters, pretty much fight from out of range. So in this specific matchup, for Rendall Munroe to win, Rendall Munroe is going to have to find a way to use his athleticism. He's going to have to use and incorporate with boxing ability to try to get inside, but also in this matchup, he's going to have to box on the move. Boxing on the move is going to be, it's going to be a key issue or a key point for Rendall Munroe in this matchup. He's going to have to jab. He's going to have to, he's going to have to flick the jab out there quite a bit. He's going to have to flicker it out. He's going to have to, he's going to have to move a lot. He has to, and the thing with Rendall Munroe is he moves into the corners a lot. So he needs to stay away from the corners pretty much, but at the same time not make it a center of the ring type of affair. If he makes it center of the ring, then it's Nishioka's matchup. If he makes it a center of the ring type of matchup, and also with Rendall Munroe, he does need to use pretty much those corners to his advantage. Use the corners, use angles, make Nishioka chase after him, and when in box, kind of going backwards and laterally, incorporate a lot of lateral movement, a lot of back and forth movement, and not become too rhythmic. Not necessarily fighting from a rhythm, but kind of changing up his variations of how he throws his shots. And I think he could win this match also if he finds a way to get inside. If he finds a way to kind of maneuver, move the shoulders and get inside and get some short, quick hooks off on the inside, he can very well outwork Nishioka to take this matchup. Nishioka in this match I think that Nishioka is going to have to pretty much do his typical fight. He stands at that 45-degree angle. He sticks that southpaw jab out there, and he sticks that really, really stiff. He's gonna have to use the jab to kind of keep Munroe at bay. He's gonna have to keep Munroe at bay with the jab, because if he keeps him at the end of that jab, Munroe won't be able to get in. He won't be able to get in, and he won't be able to get his shots off. And I think just using that jab and keeping him at the end of it, and if he fully extends it, Rendall Munroe isn't gonna have an answer for it. And if you look at a lot of Rendall Munroe fights, Munroe kind of has like one. It's like he has one game plan to his fights. He's not necessarily one or two dimensional, but it's like, you know, if he has one plan, he'll come in with the other. If the other one doesn't work, he goes back to one. So in this matchup, and also, you know, use the jab to kind of drive Munroe back. You know, use it to drive him back, get him into the ropes, get him into the corner, and land hooks, land crosses, land just a variation shots, and the left hook to the body. Another punch is going to be there for Nishioka. So I think that's going to be how Nishioka wins this matchup, keeping him at the end of his punches, keeping him at the end of the punches so that he doesn't get inside, and also not chasing him. Pretty much just working off of a stiff jab to set up his left hand. That's going to be Nishioka's keys to victory. So in this matchup, who I think is going to win? I'm going to go with Nishioka. I'm going to go with Nishioka by knockout in the 11th round. I think that Nishioka I think he's very fundamentally sound. I think he's a little more sound than Munroe. So I'm going to go with Nishioka. I think he's going to knock him out by round 11. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. That was Distance. Peace.